What's up, YouTube family? I'm back at you with a weekend edition of the Money Cube. I hope all is well out there, and today we're going to be talking about Tesla. Tesla has experienced a turn of events recently. If you look at this past Friday, Tesla saw an increase or a gain of 11% on the day. Not 1%, but 11%. Now, let's take a look at the past week. Tesla has seen a gain of 31.5% on the week. I'm sorry, 31.9%. 31.59. There we go. All right. Then the past 30 days, it saw an increase of 47.17%. Now, what this looks like here, this is the monthly chart. This looks like a bull run, a mini bull run right here. It does have some peaks and some dips here, but if you look, it was trading at $120 or 120 something dollars back at the end of December, the end of 2022. Then as we got into January, it started creeping up. We got to the middle part of January, it's trading at a little bit over, well, it dipped and then came back up to 120. Okay. So then it goes farther up. We get to the 23rd, it's trading at 142 per share. And then as of yesterday, Friday, it's all the way up to $177.90. Now, in saying that, 177 is still a very small share, a very small number for Tesla shares. All right. So if you look at the past year, to keep this all in perspective, it's still down 43%. So it's still near the bottom, what's called the bottom of the bull run. So, and if you look down here, you see where I'm not saying that's the very bottom, but that's kind of where we're at. That's the very bottom so far. And so then it kind of went back up. Now, if you look at levels of resistance, this chart here, the yearly chart, will tell you that it's at its resistance point. If you look at the peaks here, so that would tell you that there is a likelihood that it will experience a drawback in the next couple of days, few days, whatever. That's not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you that for sure, but it's likely that it will pull back a little bit. The thing about it, this is a phenomenal thing, because if you were paying attention and you were able to speculate or see this coming, people can't see the future, but if you were to speculate, you could have made some serious money this past month. I mean, some serious money, whether you're doing straight up trading or if you're trading options, either way. Now, as you can see here, you see my balance right there with Tesla right now. This is Cash App investing. It's $100, right? So I invested $166 a while back, which is a very small amount, and I left it there. All right. And I'm going to show you something. This is a mistake I made. I didn't mind making this mistake, but it's still, you can still look at this as a mistake that I will not make again. You'll see that I'm down. I'll underline this for you because I want you to see that right here, I'm down 39%. I'm down 39% on this move or on this investment. So the thing about it, it was like 50 something percent, almost 60% down a month ago. So it has come back up. Now, the thing about it, when you put in a certain amount of money and it dips a whole lot, if it dips like 30, 40%, then when it turns around and goes back up, it's going to have to work harder. Just so you know, it will have to work harder to get back to the break-even point. That's something I kind of learned the hard way, but that's something I don't mind sharing with you guys. Now, there are things you can do to rectify the situation. You can invest more, which I've showed you in previous videos. There's a strategy where you can double down on your trading. And this is like a swing trade, but if you double down and if you see or feel that the stock is going to turn back and go up, you can double your investment or even triple it, whatever you feel is good for you. And that will greatly reduce the percentage that you're down by. And and then when it goes back up, it won't have to work nearly as hard for you to break even. So, let's just say if when Monday morning rolls around and I feel Tesla will go up 4 or 5%, I can dump $300 on this, and within a day or two, it would get back to the break even point. But I haven't felt the need to do that because this is something I'm just kind of holding on to right now. But I may do that after it draws back again. I may do that, but Monday I'm not going to be doing that because I don't think it will continue to skyrocket the way it did last week. That's just my opinion now. I could be wrong, but I'm expecting Tesla to draw back between Monday and Wednesday at some point. So there you have it, guys. Now, one other very important thing that I cannot stress enough to you guys. It's very important, and the thing that would have alleviated this issue for me is if I had implemented a stop loss or a limit order to sell the trade, to sell my position. And let me show you that. I know I've shown you this before, but let me show you right here. You hit the sell button, and then you want to hit change order type. All right. So it says custom sell order, and I don't know if it's showing you that. Cash App sometimes will block out some things, but it's saying custom sell order. You hit that, and then what it does, it will show you the current stock price, and you can move the dial up and down to whatever percentage you want to sell at. So if you want to sell it at more than where it's at now, a higher position, you can move it up, and it will show you the dollar amount or the percentage. You can also move it down. So if you want to make sure you don't drop or lose a lot of ground, you can set it at like a 4%. Just for an example, you can set it at a 4% loss or decrease, and it will sell your position when it gets to that point. So if I set it at 4% and it went down to $170, then it would automatically sell my position. And so basically I would retain 95% and some change of my position that I have now. But I'm not going to do that because I'm down by so much that I'm just going to ride the wave back up and invest as I go. So this, doing a stop loss is for new trades. This is for me. This is my journey. When I make a new trade of a significant amount, let's just say if I'm putting in $1,000 on a trade, I will set my stop loss or my limit order immediately because I don't want to play with that amount of money. So I will set my loss at like no more than 4%, maybe 5%. That way, if it does dip or drop, I can live to fight another day and I'm not wiped out. So that's the most important thing when it comes to day trading or swing trading. You have to make sure you implement that stop loss so that you have, you don't want to be out here gunslinging like Brett Favre, somebody like I'm trying to think of a quarterback that just throws the ball around the yard and they're good, but they risk interceptions a lot and they'll score a lot of touchdowns, but then they'll have a pick six at like the worst possible moment in a playoff game because of the style of play. So you don't want to be just running around free willy like that, So I'm not going to set my limit order right there. I'm going to hold on to this. Anyway, let's come out of here. I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm going to show you guys. The market is actually up or doing really, really, really well this past week. Carvana, which was on the brink of bankruptcy, up 19% on the day Friday, 17% on the week. Let's look at Wayfair, another one that I watch. It was up 13% on Friday, 15% on the week. And let's go down. Let's pull up another blue chip. Amazon was up 3% on Friday and 5% on the week. And for a company that big, that's actually a really, really good sign right there. So there you go. You guys, tell you what, leave me some comments down below. Let me know if you have been riding this wave this past week. I've been focusing on work a little bit, and I haven't been able to trade the last few days, which, you know, I kind of regret that a little bit. I should have focused a little bit more on the markets and the things that were going on, but I will be keeping a much closer eye on it. And it's just, man, if you have the time to keep an eye on the stocks that you watch and follow their movements, man, you can definitely, I don't want to use the word time the market, but you can definitely learn how the stock moves and capitalize on those movements. All right. That's all I have for y'all today, man. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We'll talk at y'all next week.